boutique agenda. I got my sun hat on to do some fun vintage shopping here at the Paris Street Market in South Denver, and we're gonna have some fun. It'll be a nice day. See what sort of trouble we can get into. What do you think, honey?
Yep. Lots of fun.
He says yep. A really pretty red transferware strawberry teacup set. $35 for the set of 6. That's actually really great price. Who doesn't want strawberries in their summer decor? I do love a good rocking horse. And it's even better with some composite babies sitting inside of it. The smaller size here is very cute. I might ask and see how much the baby is. I don't see a price on the horse. I can ask for you guys. So we have a lover of dolls and teddies, a vendor after my own heart. So how much is your little composite baby?
I have been selling them for $5.
For $5?
Yep.
I will take her. Okay, so I did ask the price on the horse. It's $135, and we are definitely taking home this little cutie for $5. So now I'm going across the middle because I noticed, of course, this bird cage. And you guys, $95 for this is fantastic. I might need to be picking this gorgeous piece up. I love it. And that's a good price. So there's more over here. Look at this collection of these satin little lingerie boxes. Ooh, we've got some fall colors. The green is really pretty too. Look at this. Look at the colors together. Hold on, let's go in the sun. Going back to the sun. Look at the colors. Isn't that great for fall? Beautiful. So next to the little quilted boxes, we've got a pretty little hat pin holder. Let's see what else is grabbing our attention. I think just the leather Florentine bottle. I like these. I do pick these up and put them in my Etsy shop. They're made in Italy. These were very popular souvenirs for the travelers in the mid-century. I don't know how much this little guy is, but we will ask. All right, so I just asked about the leather Florentine decanter here, and it's only $10. So it's a pretty great price. And I also noticed they've got copper, so $45 on that one. This is a great booth. These are good pickers. I like their style. Nice variety. Should I get this for $10? I'm thinking about it. I'm still in the same booth. We've got little chalkware horses. They're $15 each. And then I was noticing the parakeets. These are $19. Aren't those beautiful? With a little wall pocket. And then I saw this little cutie. She's $15. So I think I'm going to see if I can bundle her with the leather Italian decanter. Well, I got them both. I was able to get them both for $20. So 10 and 10. So that was great. Look at this little handmade quilt. I see a date of 1925 on it. It's got little stitched animals, butterfly, chicken, horses. Let's hold this out. Let's take a look. This is the kind of handmade item that so many of us appreciate. I didn't look at the price. It is, oh, it's unknown, but we will ask. So we've got a beautiful, what looks like handmade stained glass in an old window for $120. And then of course, this is what I noticed right away. French court dancers, $12 each on these needle points is an amazing price. They look clean, nice colors. It's a little bit rippled, but I think most people would not mind. We're definitely going to have to take a close look at the jewelry selection today. Ooh, that's a big chunky one. That's 1960s for sure. $18. Ooh, is this a rosary? Ooh, hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's see what What do they have on the rosaries here? Oh, they've got 35, so that prices me out, unfortunately. Yeah, 35 and 32 on the rosaries. This booth also has old antique books. Look at this, $9 for Red Riding Hood. And then look at this in the plastic, $24. Isn't that gorgeous? Queen of the Meadow, Robert Ellis Mack. Oh, I love that. There's a lot of good books in here. We've got Puss in Boots, Peter Pan, The Tale of Peter Rabbit. Oh, I got a 50s junior adventure novel, Rocket to Luna. Look at those spacesuits. Look at the spaceship. Perfect for your sci-fi collection. If you love the science fiction. Look, we got another Red Riding Hood. This looks like a pop-up. How sweet is this book? I wonder if there's a copyright on it. Let's see, they've got a little tag here. Oh, not quite as old as I thought. This is 1961 from London. $27 for the Red Riding Hood. So this is Project Ideas for Embroidery, and it has a fantastic title, Gay Gadgets. Brilliant, it says. $8 for this adorable brochure. Really nice graphics. You could use this red in so many different displays. 4th of July, especially coming up. All right, I always enjoy shopping at this booth at the Pear Street. The way they have their shelves set up. Of course, I'm going to check out the shoe mold. Let's see. Oh, no price on it. I wonder if it's stuck that way. Huh, I wonder if it had a heel. This is cut like this. I don't have one like this. But you know what? I think it's too big. This is going to be too big for my window. Ooh, black and white. Let's see if this is an oldie or if this is a newer TJ Maxx. Oh no, it's an oldie. Look at that old stamp. Nice old ironstone. $30. That's great. The transferware is in really great shape.
And then this is.
Let's look at this little guy. Ooh, it's got a bridge on it. That's charming. $6, made in England. Ooh, I like that.
And so
This is a big one. Great for the mid-century homes. And 45. 45 on that guy. Okay, you guys, so Paris Street Market was a great day. Now, before I do a show and tell and show you everything for the haul, we have to go over my actual weekend experience, because I didn't just go to Paris Street Market, I also went to Vintage Market Days up in Northern Colorado, which is a special event that is held, I believe, nationwide. It's some sort of organization that does events all over the country, because I have seen videos from Vintage Market Days in Oregon and Washington all the way to the East Coast, North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and I had a great time there as well. It's similar to Paris Street Market. It's kind of a blend of boutique fashion, vintage inspired, with some actual vintage and antique dealers. But the problem is that I tried using a new microphone, and in efforts to be more professional, I just ended up shooting myself in the foot, because I did not like how the sound turned out from that day. It was in a big convention center. And so of course, with all the noise, I thought it'd be the perfect time to try out the microphone. And even though it picked up my voice okay, the exterior crowd noise was still there in a very annoying tin can, echoey sort of way. What I think I'm gonna do is tack on some of the footage of things I saw at Vintage Market Days at the end of this video. So the following day, we go to Paris Market Days, had a great time. I saw old friends, I made new friends, but unfortunately, that darn microphone, the sound was a little better in an outdoor situation, but somehow in the middle of the day, my microphone got muted. Nothing. Tons of video footage, but none of the audio got recorded. So me and technology, we just don't vibe well. I don't know, I was really trying to upgrade my game, and between the convention center not sounding good and the Paris Street Market having no sound at all, I'm not sure I'm gonna be jumping to use those microphones. So alas, that's what happened. My weekend was very busy. I did a lot of things. I just am not gonna get 2 videos out of it, that's for darn sure. So I'll share some of the convention center footage at the end. And now let's look at all the goodies I took home from Paris Street, which I think I'm gonna start with the biggest piece first, because it's heavy and I wanna get it kind of out of the way. So this is a big one, $95 after tax. I'd say it's about a $100 investment. It's definitely Asian in origin. And I really like this beehive style, and the fact that it was a double bird cage. I really, really wanted it. I have seen a larger version of a cage like this in an antique shop. Anyway, I've always admired this particular design. I don't have it in my collection, and you guys know I pick up a lot of bird cages, especially the metal ones. And it's heavy, it's beefy. My very first double bird cage. I know what you're gonna say. Heather, I thought you were gonna stop buying big items because you have a little house. You're right. But for some reason, I turned off my self-restraint button and went ahead and bought it. So the double beehive bird cage, I'm excited about it. I know it's not chump change, but the $100 investment, I felt like it was a good deal compared to other prices I have seen. And I just thought it was my opportunity to finally have one for myself, and I didn't want to walk away. So I decided I was gonna do it. And here she is. All right, so let's move on. So first, I'll just do a quick review of the items that you saw with audio. Got the baby for $5. Got the little Japan half doll brush and the Italian decanter as a bundle deal for $20. This will be available in my Etsy shop soon if it isn't already there. And I will probably list this for maybe around $32. I'll do some comps, but somewhere around there. So the little doll, she'll probably be in a live sale in the future, or maybe just go in my Christmas displays. Look at that adorable little green bonnet. So cute. So that was a fun pickup. And then you guys saw the pair of needlepoint dancing French courting couple, probably doing a little minuet there. Nice size, oval shape, 100%. These are gonna fly out of the Etsy shop. Got the pair for $20. I will probably list these for around $50, maybe $53. I always have to consider the Etsy fees when I am doing a listing. And then I got this for $5. Now I'm not sure what it is. I really liked the horse head. It's probably some sort of mythological creature. I'm not sure if it's Grecian. Just by the look of it, it looks to me like it was maybe made in India. Not 100%. If I can find anything out about it, maybe I will insert a photo if I can find out what creature this is supposed to be from mythology. But I liked it. It's carved, it's rustic, it had a horse head. So I said yes for $5. And then this. Okay, so this I got in a booth that has a lot of actually retro 1960s and 50s items, but she also picks up some Victorian if she can pick it up at a good price. And you guys, I couldn't say no. She was only asking $10 for it, so really pleased to pick up the old ironstone Wedgwood pitcher, or maybe it's a creamer. I'm not sure at this size if it's really creamer or tiny milk pitcher, but Dancing Graces, you bet I wanted that for $10. Love this. This I am keeping. You all know I love Wedgwood, so really pleased. And also while I was in that booth, I saw some extra things. I didn't get the audio. You saw me looking through her racks of clothes, but at the very end, I found a mint green, excellent condition. It must have like never been worn, but I found one of those house coats or lady gowns, as my friends over at Fat Bird Finds likes to call them. And of course I had a chuckle because the lady gown is an inside joke over on their channel. So it was fun to see that on the rack. And then she also had some pink sheer gloves, new old stock. She had a whole bunch of them, and they still had their cardboard advertising insert in each pair, and they were $10 each. Those were great, and of course, in pristine condition. I always get curious how people find the new old stock items. Like, who was hiding away a whole bunch of old gloves? And there was one more thing in that booth. I have to share some footage. I really wish I had the audio when I found them, but they made me laugh. So she had a figurine of a bride and groom, very kitschy, really cute, but it was kind of funny because I could have sworn the bride was holding a samurai sword. Now, you guys are going to have to tell me. I'll show you the footage. You guys tell me, what was that supposed to be? Was that a sword? I have no idea. It's definitely had a curve to it. I don't know. But when I saw it, I immediately thought that she was brandishing a sword to make sure that the groom didn't get cold feet and go running off before he could say, I do. So that was really cute. I also saw some really nice pieces of amber glass. I will insert some photos of a decanter and 6 shot glasses, excellent condition, but a really nice dark amber, really pretty brown. I do love the color brown for home decor. So I think that was $85. So a little pricey, not something I was gonna take home, but I thought it was beautiful. And then not too far in the same booth from the decanter, there was some amber glass kitchen canisters, both L.E. Smith. There was a large sun, moon, and stars pattern, and I think that was around $40. That was in great shape. And then right next to it, there was a smaller canister in the haystack design. And I had not recognized that one. I'm sure you can find it out there. It's just not something I had seen. And of course, I thought for autumn decor that a haystack in a beautiful amber glass would be adorable in the kitchen. So I might try to keep my eye out for that design as I am out hunting and gathering at estate sales. Maybe I will find one in the future. Oh, I don't want to forget this, because this I found in a box where all photos were a flat price of $3. And that's great if you can find a good one. $3 is a nice price for a larger antique photograph. Amongst all of the portraits and the couple photographs together, I found a team photo. And I really think team photos are good to pick up. They're great to display with trophies. And this is either a football or a rugby team. And look at that amazing condition on the photography. It's not faded. Everyone looks really nice and clear and sharp. Really nice warm tones to it. Really happy to pick up a sports team photo for the $3. So now I'm at the point where I want to mention some of my friends that I saw, especially Terry from east of LA, as in Louisiana. The audio didn't come out, but it was really nice to see her. Her booths always stand out at the Paris Street Market because she has a wonderful eye, gold leaf gilding on items. She loves reliquary, so, you know, angels, angel wings, saints, all sorts of religious iconography. She really loves that old world and old religion tie-in for home decor. Really beautiful aesthetic. And I was really kind of excited because I found out that her inventory that she leaves down in Texas for Round Top, because she would sell at a booth in Marburger Farm every season. I found out that she's decided not to deal with the travel anymore. And so a lot of her amazing items she's going to bring back up here to Denver. So I'm excited for when that happens. I'm going to have to keep an eye out so I can jump into her booth when all the goodies start arriving and trickling in that will be for sale. And then I also made a new friend, a French friend. I met Marie, who's the vendor of My French Decor, and she specializes in French textiles, woven jacquard pieces for the kitchen, and she also had some throw pillows, which I actually took one home. Let me show you the one I chose. Beautiful jacquard pillow. I thought the colors were fantastic. And Marie was so sweet. She took the time to educate me a little bit, taking the time to talk about her jacquard pieces and the patterns that she sold. And this one apparently is the quintessential pattern that was used for the more common or non-royal members that would come and visit the palace in France. And there's a name for this pattern. Let's put on the spectacles. So this pattern is known as the Moustier pattern, M-O-U-S-T-I-E-R, with these birds. It's very, very well known. And I really liked it because of the birds and the colors. I mean, I think it's gonna go perfect with my needlepoint pheasants over here. We'll make sure they're close to each other, but I think that's nice. I love bird motifs. She was born and raised in Nice. Lovely French accent. Wish I had the audio so you could hear her beautiful French accent, but no, didn't get that. And then of course I have to save my very dear friend, my kindred spirit. I saw Georgia Hecht. She was very surprised to see me because I haven't been to the Paris Street Market in quite a while. It probably has been a year since I've seen Georgia. So it was very nice catching up with her. And she had some great things as always. If you guys are new and you haven't seen old videos, you probably don't know who Georgia is, but every time I would go to either her booth, especially during the Christmas markets, and I have some video where I probably spend most of my time just wandering around her booth and talking about how much I love her creativity. She really is the one responsible for inspiring me to do my own creative DIYs with the porcelain half dolls. She's just so much fun, so creative. And I did pick up some items from her booth. First off, let's start with the jewelry because she makes beautiful necklaces out of old religious metals. In this case, she just hung a really pretty check glass brooch off of one of her little handmade chains. So while I was filming her beautiful necklaces, I noticed one of them hanging on this display. And I said to her, wow, look at that. I have never seen one like that before. Where did you get it? And of course, I shouldn't be surprised. She made it. And she was so sweet to give this to me. She's just a gem. I love her so much. But she made it out of a mold. She added the neoclassical bust head figure here and just glued it onto a standard, jewelry display stand. But she added the beautiful treatment. She has green paint underneath and gold rub and buff on top. But it just made the entire display with the necklaces so much more appealing. So how sweet of her to gift that to me. And lastly in her booth, I'm sure I will include this in the video because how could I not? But we'll all say it together. I had to take it home. She's dancing. You guys, you didn't get to hear me go cuckoo over this in her booth. I was in love with it from the minute I set my eyes on her. And you have to look at the base on this because there's swans on the four corners. All four corners. Look at that. Swans. She has got a lot of wear, but I don't care. I just couldn't resist. Well, that is the haul. So now, if you would like to stay, I will include some clips from the highlights of the vintage market days from the day before. And I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you will enjoy the extra footage. Maybe we'll just play it to some more music. And I am going to probably try to squeeze in one more video before I go on a 2-week vacation with my mother. I'm going to do a mother-daughter river cruise trip at the beginning of July. It's not specifically for antiquing, but I would like to film a little bit of some of the sights that I see, and I am hoping, fingers crossed, to get to go to the Paris flea markets when we spend 2 days in Paris. So hopefully that will happen down the line later this summer. I can get a video of that fun trip. All right, so enjoy the footage of Vintage Market Days. I want to thank you all for watching. As always, your support means so much. If you are new, I would love to invite you to join the Antique Agenda family and click that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything and it helps my channel grow. So I'm wishing you all very good luck in your own hunting expeditions, your own quest for the good old stuff. And of course, take very good care of yourself as well as taking good care of those around you. It's important for us all to take care of each other. So thanks again. Until I see you all in the next video, bye for now. spoons. If I had a metalsmith friend who could help me create something like this, you bet your bottom dollar I would try it out. But since I don't, I have to decide if I want to invest $60 to buy this one. You guys, I know this vendor. The spoon whirligig vendor. I know him. This is the Junkfarmers.
It's all about this gal right here.
So did you make these spoon whirligigs, or did you buy them like that?
We made them.
Did you really?
No.
You know what I need to do? I need to get your phone number so you can teach me how to make one of those with my antique spoons.
Sure. No problem.
That'd be so fun.
No problem.
We could do a video together. I would love that.
No problem. It's all about her.
We're gonna make a spoon whirligig. Isn't this positively precious? And it does have maker Kaiser, Germany. Well, we're loving the toll sconce, 45 on this little beauty, and it looks like there is silver foil instead of gilding, which makes this one extra unique. I wonder if they added the silver themselves on top of the gold. Hi guys. So this is super fun. I love the shabby chic, very French influence of this booth. This is the very first booth that I have popped into. It grabbed my attention right away. I will put the Instagram handle of the owner here. Oh, they have a swan. Oh, with shells. Look at that. That's pretty cute. This looks a little more modern. Let's see. $72, concrete swan. Okay, so now I'm getting the feeling these are legit handmade items because we've got a tea towel body. Do you see this? Tea towel body. That's pretty cool. Can you see that? Let's bring it out into the light. Wow. Let's find out more about this vendor. Hello, I have some questions.
Yes, ma'am.
About your items. Are these all handmade by you?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. I'm fascinated.
well,
Let's give your business a shout out because these are pretty darn cool. Is it PolkaDotPig?
Yes, ma'am.
PolkaDotPig. I'm inspired by you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Wow. Look at the moons. Moons made out of old quilts. Oh my gosh. I've got old quilts. I would love to do this myself. Oh, we need to do a DIY video. You guys, I'm gonna try this. I need to. Oh my gosh. We've got a little pumpkin man. We've got a little kitty in a teapot. Black cat brew. We've got the witching hour. She's pretty cool. Ooh. I'm loving the bat. This is 60. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Tickled by this tomato soup canned tomato head. Love him.